What's up guys, welcome back for another Devpro Duel video, next match here in the Banlist Cup. So we're still at Group G, and from the last episode we saw that SynchroCat took the 6 points win over Chaos Dragon. So the next match here, Tengu Plant from back in 2011 is paired up against Xyz Infernity, the second version of the top tier Infernity deck, next to the Synchro version from earlier, I think back in 2010. So let's take a look at both deck lists. The first deck list, Infernities. Thanks for the feedback, everyone. I changed this deck list compared to the previous list I used earlier in its first match against, was it against Chaos Dragons? I think so. Yeah, that very quick duel back then. This is Sehabi's deck list from last year, the World Championship in Rimini 2014. But yeah, again, the same. The Infernity deck, the Xyz version of Infernities, still have those power cards. I mean, triple Soul Charge, triple Archfiend, and so on. Yeah, Sehabi also opted to play Lithium in the main deck to bypass cards like Veiler. I mean, if your opponent failures your Summoner Monk or Goldfish, most of the time you're going to be in a very tough position, but Lithium makes up for that. And Sehabi only was running 4 back row, 4 traps, the 3 break, and the 1 Infinity barrier. So yeah, also double Lava Chain still illegal there in the extra deck. Second decklist, Billy Break, Tengu Plants, the decklist we know from also the previous Cross Banlist tournament. Synchro Plants pretty much at full force with the plant engine, of course, the double hand traps, double Thunder King, the Tengus in the main deck, double Warning, the Trish, Brionek, and so on. So which deck has the advantage? Both main decks. If you see Tengu Plants, Thunder Kings again in the main deck, very good of course against a deck like Infinities. Both hand traps, Maxi, Veiler, again also very good. Double Warning, Solemn Judgment to interrupt the plays from Infinities, Heavy Storm. The plant deck also has access to Heavy Storm, which is also a card that we cannot forget. It already stole a lot of games in the previous matches. And on the other side we also have Infinities, which can make a lot of explosive plays, a lot of pluses if they can get off a huge first turn. But yeah, also a Soul Charge, such a ridiculous card, was still at 3 in the deck. So for now I think it's again going to be a 50-50. So yeah, let's hop into the first game. Right, so the first duel. I think I get to start, yeah, indeed. So take a look at my hand. Of course, set 3 back rows, so because we know the Infernity deck is not playing Heavy Storm, so no risk. I'm obviously going to Veiler his Goldfish. Again, I don't want to let them special summon possible Armageddonite. Let them go for like Lava Chain. Maybe I could have Veilered his Lava Chain, but again, if he had that Armageddonite in hand, that wouldn't have been too great. And here basically Thunder King beat down with Call of the Haunted set. It's a decent position, but thanks to Street Patrol he can get his Archfiend on board. Thunder King prevents a search and he goes for Direwolf to lure out the Thunder King. Again, he tries to follow up his plays to set up a nice field with Soul Charge for 3, but again, very savage. He is savaged here with the Call of the Haunted on Thunder King, so no search for him. And now thanks to Chaos I can banish the back row, which I think, indeed is the lens. And thanks to Tengu, I can get, or at least keep the field presence going. And thanks to Bulb, I can establish, or at least special summon the TG Hyper Librarian. Not as effective as against Xyz Infernity compared to the Synchro Infernity version. Anyway, he gets a start, which is normally very good for Infinities to set up that field of a lot of Lava Chains, Infernity Archfiend, and set it up with Barrier and multiple breaks. Again, I have that Veiler from the Summoner Monk, but here that Dinartherium coming through, and he's able to set up his field with double Lava Chain and Key Beetle protecting that barrier. And I think, indeed, he has 2 breaks set. So let's pause the video for a second. And I have a few options. I mean, activating Heavy Storm would be stupid. Only both breaks would be destroyed. So I think the only option here was to go for an Xyz summon, go for Leviathan. And again, I have a few options. Infernus, attack over the Necromancer, attack over the Archfiend, maybe Suicide into Beetle, but again, that would leave me with no monsters, no protection, and it doesn't matter how I played out this, he always would have had an answer. I mean, I can't, with Heavy Storm, okay, I can destroy all of his back rows, but the barrier is protected because of Key Beetle, and maybe I should have attacked it over the Necromancer, so now he would not have been able to reborn the Archfiend, but it would always have been the same. He would always have had that target for break to banish and destroy one of my cards, so I always would have lost this one. So game number 3, again a 3 gamer. So normal summon Duel Guide, special summon Sangan in defense position, which can potentially search out a hand trap if needed. Very crucial here, Maxi on the Goldfish summon, so obviously he doesn't want to give me more pluses. Maxi is going to be a +1 here because of the Lavalval Chain summon. Of course, I don't want to let him send the Street Patrol from his deck to the grave, so Torrential Tribute, the Lavalval Chain, my turn, and that Maxi let me draw into a few more cards, and that 1-for-1 then the Seki combination. Have a few options to establish a nice board, but you know, the Infernity deck list doesn't really play any kind of back row bar Infernity Break, which is not live because he has 2 cards in his hand, so there's, I think, no risk here to go all out, go for Trish, get some nice draws with the Librarian, Formula Synchron, Shenanigans play, BLS on board, try to attack for a game. If he has something to protect his life points, then he's still left crippled with Trish. And then, yeah, don't think he's had an answer for this field. So GG, the Tengu plans take this one over the Infinities, but nonetheless, this was a very great match. So guys, definitely stay tuned for the next match coming up very soon. Thanks for watching, and feel free to leave a comment or a like if you enjoyed the video. Lithium signing out. Peace.